5 3-minute rounds for the vacant light welterweight championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the cage with a record of 4 victories, 2 defeats, representing All Power MMA. Please welcome Junior His opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He enters tonight with a record of 4 victories, 3 defeats, representing Hammer. Please welcome Lloyd Sweeney. Our referee in charge of the action, Mr. Neil Hall.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a light welterweight title fight here, 73.4 kilos. Junior Morgan in the green and black Venom, taking on Lloyd Sweeney, fighting out of the red corner in the black. Steve Cook Abbott joined by the Scout sweetheart, the Liverpudlian lady herself, Molly McCann, and then we got a title fight.
Here we go, boys.
I would expect Junior Morgan to use his range in the opening round of this fight.
What a takedown. Oh, didn't quite finish it, but good recovery there from Lloyd. A little bit of a flash knockdown, straight on the button. He's reacted in the way that people normally would react and go in to say, whoa,
huge! Gets deep underneath that crotch, lifts him up and dumps him, Molly, and now off his back looking for an arm.
Oh my God, 20 seconds in, and have we been treated to some nice work already, Steve?
We'll see now if Sweeney kind of consolidates this top position for a moment, gets himself heavy, and then looks to posture up, or looks to pass.
I think now if I was Sweeney on top, I just think compose myself for a minute, make sure my head's okay after taking that knock, and just work to pass half, get mount and work from there. But he's doing a good job at the minute. Trying to climb. It's just about taking your time.
We've seen this technique from the amateurs all night, crucifixing that arm, kneeling on the arm and isolating it to land ground and pound. It's just something that's become part of the game in the amateur range.
He's doing a good job framing on his face. Can you see how he was just framing them? But look, he's nice work there, looking for the Kimura.
Looking for the Kimura lock.
Let's see where he's going to go from here. That could just be to threaten so that he can pass the half there, but we'll see where he goes.
And Junior Morgan, what's he need to be doing? Just
he needs to be not rushing to get up, but constantly working. So that right arm, he needs to be working for an underhook. But at the minute, he's just putting his hands over the head, and that's not a great place to be. It's either push his head away and look to pop up, or get your underhook and pop up. But he's going for guard. He might be looking. It's not looking to me like he's looking for a triangle or an armbar attempt. So
no, I think looked like he was starting to bring the guard up there. I think he's just happy not to be stuck in that half guard position anymore, and he can control Sweeney a little better from here.
Yeah, if for me, I'd be looking to kick the hips up and look to pop up myself, or I don't know, go to half and then look for a sweep. But he's getting to the guard and he's just shrimping out and then coming back to re-guard. So I'm not too sure what he's up to, but he's most definitely probably got a little plan with what he's going to go ahead with here. Lloyd Sweeney's done a really good job of composing himself and looking back for this. But if I was Lloyd, I'd grab both biceps, control them, posture up, and then just start looking for some ground and pound, or work a little bit better to break the legs. He should look to pass the legs there, but like he was just looking to then, and just be careful of the neck, because Junior will always look for. Both of his finishes have come by submission.
Junior's the rangier fighter as well. Off his back, when he's playing the guard game, should he be pulling those legs up high, threatening for the triangle more often, or?
Yeah, well, I just think he should be a little bit more dangerous with it. Not just, oh yeah, here's me, I'm going for it. He needs to pop and go. I'm not quite sure which way the round went. Obviously, Junior Morgan got a good drop at the beginning with the punch, but I think Lloyd dominated for the rest of the round, so I'd probably give it to.
I'm not going to argue with a former Cage Warriors champion sitting next to me, but I do agree. I think Morgan took the first 40 seconds of that round, but there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds of control and pressure from Sweeney, and of course. Of course, this is for the first ever light welterweight title, a weight class in between welter and lightweight, so between that 155 and 170 limit.
And like we were saying, that's really good. That shows the game's moving on. We're looking after people's weight cuts. People aren't going to have to kill themselves to make the weight cuts. It's much more fair, much more safe. And we'll see how these fighters do if it goes to 5 rounds, Steve.
It's fine, you know, as a fighter who has to cut weight on to make weight for your fights, Molly. Do you want to see more weight classes so you can find that middle ground?
Most definitely. Oh, lovely kick there from Lloyd. Oh, Junior has got heat in those hands.
He really does. Whenever that right is landed, it's made Lloyd reconsider his game plan. But Lloyd, again, on that deep single leg.
Lloyd looks like a good wrestler to me. He's always going for the high crotch. If I was Lloyd, that's a big energy exertion. Oh, good uppercut from Junior there. If I was Lloyd, I'd get the single, then change it into a double. That's me, but lots of stuff goes on in the fight. It changes every second, so he's doing the best with the situation he's got. But nice work against the cage. And
he is pressuring Junior Morgan against the cage. No, it doesn't matter how you look at it. Right now, it's Junior Morgan with his back to the cage. Lloyd is slipping this round away.
So in the judges' eyes, they don't like to see a fighter win off the back foot. They can be quite biased. It's predominantly the person pushing forward and pushing the person to the fence. Generally tends to get there.
I think a knee went a little bit low there in that exchange, so referee Neil Hall separating them, now giving Sweeney that 5 minutes if he needs it.
If Junior's a smart fighter, which I know he is, as his record states, he'll probably take this, compose himself a little bit, and then he's probably, if I was him, I'd look to be doing the same thing again. Come out, look for that big shot, maybe set it up, but after the big shot, don't get drawn in on it, Steve. Both times he's hit him with a big shot, then got caught in a single leg, so it's maybe 1-2 move, then come back with the second phase, and that's the big shot. But we'll see if he knows, if he's going to take it on board. He's nice feints, he's looking for it. Even though it was the predominantly finishing with submissions, you can see he likes to strike.
Well, coming from the All Powers gym, you're going to be training with the likes of, Brendan Laughlin, Carl Prince.
Nice. This is a lovely extra. Oh! See, he took his time there, but he's running onto these takedowns. Keep that whizzer strong, lad.
Nice step behind.
Nice whizzer though, he's still got his whizzer. Lovely work. Nice scrambling between the pair of them. This is lovely to watch. And
follows it up with a knee to the midsection before getting buried against the cage again.
Lloyd Sweeney needs to fix his head position at the minute. If his head was underneath Junior's head, he'd be in a lot better position to come at him with strikes or set the takedown up, but at the minute, Junior could switch.
Look, Sweeney complaining about another low shot, but referee Neil Hall having none of it.
I'm not sure about this, Neil. I'm not sure about this, Neil.
No, but I'm not sure about the contest where you're going to stay trading needs up the middle with a guy with more height, more length.
He needs to drop for the double, take him down and start working the pressure. Look for the mount, and I think he's got a good chance of finishing the fight if he gets it down. He overwhelms Junior with strikes, but Junior just seems to keep coming up with an answer when he's put in these predicaments and these different situations.
Again, he looks over to the referee.
The lads need to be thinking about head position. Junior needs to keep his head under his chin and spin him and get off the cage. I think both lads are getting a little bit overzealous at the minute, and they need to bring it back, have a little step. You can see Junior's looking for a little bit of advice from his coaches on the side there.
Second time now. Is there going to come at what point does referee Neil Hall have to?
I'm not sure.
Take the point.
Yeah, well, it's Lloyd this time who's been fouled. But you can see it's not intense. Both lads hit for the title. This is probably the biggest moment of their athletic career. I don't know if they've done anything athletic before this or in combat sport, but you can just see how much it means to them. No one wants to go home without the strap,
Absolutely, and FCC, a prestigious promotion with 21 events in.
100%. When you think of the likes of Paddy won his belt and then he went on to win the Cage Warriors belt.
Absolutely. Well, they've had Stapes here, they've had Inman here, they have a ton of Cage Warriors veterans, BAMA veterans, ACB veterans.
It's the Northern Feeder League for cage warriors, isn't it? Kind of like
that in the Cage Warriors Academy Northeast, which put on phenomenal shows. FCC always there as well. And here we go. This one's heating up a little bit.
Nice work, lad. Them low kicks. Wow. I think Lloyd is smashing the low kicks, but what I'd like to see, right low kick, left hook to the head. I was always taught you don't throw a single shot. Why, unless it's a jab for finding range, why are you going to throw a single shot? I don't think he's looking to find range with that low kick. He's looking to do damage. But why only do damage with one shot, Steve? Why not come with 2 or 3? I mean, you don't need to really go past 3 and 4 because then you're staying in range for something to come back, a counter shot to come back. But I mean, I'm looking at Junior here, and you can see he's bearing the weight on his right leg, so his lead leg's going to be a little bit sore.
Well, he's eaten a couple of those monster leg kicks. I'd like to see Sweeney just a little bit more composed standing.
I mean, do you know, if you could knee to the head, this could be a totally different game, because Junior could just come in with a knee as he takes a shot. But I hope Lloyd sets the shot up a little bit better, feints with your hands, then take the shot. And I hope to see from Junior, keep the range, use your jab, and your teep is there to set the range. Keep him at distance, then when you want it, boom, come in for it.
Junior also knows when he lands, he can put a hurt on you.
Yeah. Sweeney's coming for that lead leg. Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a
straight
what a
as
shot
well.
there. Oh, this is toe-to-toe stuff. Oh, this is what I live for, watching this.
Oh, he staggers him a little bit there, Molly.
He's still there. Lloyd's still in with it. He's still in with it. Oh, I knew he'd come in with the shot. Set the shot, set the shot.
Yeah, it was only a little bit of head movement, then he ducked under, and he needs to keep Junior a little more honest by making him think the hands are coming before ducking down.
Yeah, this is what we wanted to see, Steve. Junior's now, he's bringing the adversity to Lloyd. Now Lloyd's really got to work for the takedown. Oh, he might have broke his foot there, or really hurt his foot.
Yeah, Junior now is starting to find his range. And
there that is, that push kick to the belly, love that. Nice double unders, knees, lovely.
Nice knee to the body.
If I was Junior, I'd break the range, reset, and then come back in. Oh, lads. What's he going on about his nose?
Oh, I'm not sure, maybe a finger in the nostril by mistake on
Yep.
So that's why.
I've never seen a fighter say to a referee, "Oh, me nose." And yeah, maybe it was a scratch.
Something, but it didn't look like anything clean had landed strike-wise to open up a cut.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it away from the boys here, but it's like, come on.
Hey, I'll let you do it, because I wouldn't step into a cage, but you would. So
Come on, lads, pop up, it's a scratch to your nose.
A fight so far that's been littered with some accidental fouls.
I'm not sure if that's a broken nose.
I don't know why.
I might have to take that back. That might be a broken nose, but that's what I want to see from Junior. Make Lloyd scared to shoot in, because when he shoots in, he's going to get caught. Make that desperation takedown come, and then punish him. But in the same breath, Lloyd, set your takedowns up with that kick, that punch, then shoot in. Level change, fake, then go. Lovely. It's really like the shots are starting to get a little bit more meaty. The boys are sitting down on it. They know each other's rhythm a little bit more now, Steve. So.
Yeah, and whoever's leading the action is winning the fight in this fight. When they're on the front foot, they are taking the fight.
What Lloyd should be doing is, if he's pressing him to the fence, press him to the fence away from your coach. Lovely kick there by Junior. Don't put your opponent in his corner where he can hear his coach. Control the ring, start circling to the left, and bring your opponent all the way to yours, so you can start listening to what your coach is saying. The crowd, lovely kick there. The crowd's getting leery and loud now. It's going to be harder for you to hear your coach, and this is when you might not be able to keep answering all these questions that your opponent's asking you. So you need your coach's advice during the round.
Yeah, kind of like having that study guide opening next to you.
Yep.
Again, pace has slowed somewhat.
I think that the shots to Junior's nose has affected him a little bit, but still, he's an experienced fighter. He's waiting, he's taking his time, he's not rushing. Lloyd only shoots in when he gets caught with a shot, and we can now see that from the outside. So hopefully, nice change to the body there, Lloyd. hopefully now we can see a little bit. We can really see if they're going to start setting traps for each other because they're starting to get tired. Are they going to walk in?
Well, Lloyd has certainly been stalking Junior down. He obviously wants Junior's back to the cage, giving him no room to escape. But Junior keeps circling out. This is a battle of cage position as much as anything else.
Well, let's see in this break if we can see what happened to Junior's nose there. You can see it's getting to both lads a little bit. What you don't really like to see from a fight is them sitting down. To me, I was taught that as a pup when I used to box. Like if someone sits on a stool, they put their hands on the ropes, you know they're tired. That's a little bit of mental warfare for your opponent. But it is a 5-round fight for the title, so these boys are giving their all, do you know what I mean?
That's right, we're now in the championship rounds here at FCC 21.
Let's see if we can see here what's going. You can see they're dying for the knee to the head.
Yeah, it was a knee. A knee to the face. Fair enough.
I'm absolutely going to eat my words and apologise to Junior now for saying it was a scratch, but that illegal knee, I think has broke Junior's nose.
Certainly bloodied it up. We've got 6 minutes left if we needed to decide this light welterweight title fight here at FCC 21. Mr. Neil Hall clears out the seconds. Sean Martin and Andrew DeVent. And we get ready for the 4th of 5 here.
I've never been in a 5-round fight. I've never gone past 3 myself, but I do know you do start when your fighting IQ's high, you start figuring out your opponent's rhythm. And both fighters have started the rounds exactly the same, and there's not much has changed in the rounds apart from Junior starting to change stance now. See where we're going from here. You start with the oblique kicks to the leg. If one person kicks, your opponent tends to copy.
Yep, just as you speak, Morgan throws the kick and Sweeney answers with one. A nice duck under there.
Nice takedown, lad. I love that.
Yeah, changed levels suddenly.
He needs to square him up though. He needs to square his hips with Junior's because he's in a bad position for the armbar here.
And Junior's got long limbs to wrap around that arm.
We've probably got about 2.5 minutes for him to work, so
and belly down!
Oh, he switched it, he's reversed it, nice work. Nice work from Lloyd Sweeney there to stay relaxed. Now, Lloyd, relax and look to stay in half for a little minute. Look for some ground and pound, be uncomfortable. Make Junior ride his weight. It's the 4th round. You've not got to be over exerting yourself right now. It's just about winning the round, get your breath. What I want to see from Junior there, Junior, come on, some work for that get up.
Yeah.
He had his arm, he had the underhook there. He just needed to get his bum out a little bit, get his head in the right position and pop up.
Sweeney.
This is a horrible place to be, Steve.
Yeah, Sweeney staying very sticky and heavy on top.
I've been in this position before, as you will have seen in my last fight. When you start getting elbow to the face, I know these can't elbow, but it affects your vision. You do stop thinking about defending the guard pass. The guard pass is there, bump there, and mount, bump, they've got your back. It's a very slippery slope to take to finish the fight, but he could go for an Americano or Kimura if he put 2-on-1 on that other arm.
It's looking like he's trying to crucifix the arm again. I mean, I've seen.
To the back,
rolls to the back.
Son.
Just controlling from the side at the moment.
Junior's nose does look like it's broke there a little bit. Always looking to go into the neck. From this position, you're looking to pepper them up and you're looking to get your hooks in and secure a good position. And then once you've secured your position, then you can go for your ground and pound. Then you can go for your submission tempo. In the meantime, Junior's done the good job trying to get to the fence.
Yeah,
he wants to get his back to the fence and use his right arm as a whizzer if he can on Lloyd's left arm.
Now, we've seen fighters like Khabib Nurmagomedov do horrible things to people from the position that Sweeney's got at the moment.
And I feel that's the kind of fighter that Sweeney is.
Nice, an explosion up. No quitting Junior Morgan. And we are going to get the 5th and final round in this light welterweight title competition.
Lucky to be blessed to watch these two warriors go, and you can see they're giving it their all, Steve. Absolutely lovely to see. But you can see two different somatotypes here. You can see a more skinny, long, rangy fighter who's got a bit more probably whip in the shots and the punches and the kicks, and then you can see a more a bulky, more wrestling style fighter. He's probably going to have a little bit more in the engine to keep going for days. And if you can see his coach in the corner, I can't remember his name, but I know he's a really good wrestler. So
Devent.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got Sean Martin there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the amateur ranks nowadays. I mean, the amateurs nowadays, 5 or 6 years ago, would be mowing over some of our pros.
Oh my God. I feel like I was like the first of the new generation of MMA, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think you certainly within that, you and guys like Leon Edwards and some of the other Brits that have made it to the UFC, and of course, you know, your fellow cityman coming out of nowhere, it seemed, in the MMA UK scene, Darren Till, who's setting the world on fire.
We was last round, boys, let's bring it. I was sat in the back of the Echo Arena, and Dana White comes back in and does his chat to all the fighters, and he goes, right, hands up if you've never fought in England. And Darren put his hand up, and I was like, what? Obviously he has in Thai boxing, he's got a prolific record there, but in nice work, Lloyd. We are making waves.
The UK is, we are coming for the world, slowly but surely.
I think our grappling's finally getting to the American level.
Yep.
It used to be like we'd go out there and just get absolutely effed, if you know what I mean. And,
I think I do.
And I don't think nice head work from both of these. They start to not put 100% in each shot.
Yep.
It should have been like this from the beginning. It should have been tap, tap, boom. Do you know what I mean? Set up that power shot. Use a throwaway shot. Like if he did a throwaway left hook, Lloyd, and then came with that chopping right leg kick. Oh my days.
Oh, Morgan misses there with the uppercut.
I think I'd sway more to Lloyd for this fight. I'd probably give him 3 of the 5. Maybe 2.
Luckily, we're not being paid to come up with that decision. That's up to 3 wiser heads than mine.
Yeah.
But they've got a tough job in front of them for this one.
Yeah, 100%. I'm loving the fact that these boys are sitting on the shot. They're going, come on, I want the belt. They're not scared of taking a punch. This is what you pay to come and see.
Absolutely, no quitting either. And I think the more time runs out, we're going to get a firefight by the end.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Junior's just his foot's off the pedal a little bit, and I think Lloyd started since he got dropped at the beginning. He's really pushed them forward. You know what? I've got to bring it now. I've really got to bring it because the judges have just seen that in the first 10 seconds. So
absolutely,
it's neck and neck. But I do feel like Lloyd's pressure. He's pushing to the fence, and even though Junior's landing it, one shot here, one shot there, it's not an acclamation of shots.
No, I agree with you. Right now, it is definitely the hammerman, Lloyd Sweeney, who's setting the pace and the tone of this fight.
Look at him giving it Tyson slip, coming back with the shot. He's starting to gain his confidence.
Nice shot to the body.
He's dropping his hands and he's loose. And this is how he should have come out in the first round, but Junior implemented his game plan so well he couldn't. And it's took him a few rounds to read his rhythm and to think, yeah, I know what's coming next. I can counter that.
Another nice straight there from Sweeney down the middle.
No quitting the boys. Let's see if they go for it. Go on, lads. Go on, lads. Nice.
Standing then, looking to...
Can you ask for any more, Steve?
No,
oh my God.
Seconds left.
Do the stanky
Give
leg.
everybody stand for that one, boys and girls. That was stunning. And he's doing some push-ups just to show the cardio is still there.
How about that?
Phenomenal.
What a fight, yeah.
What a 5-round war. Molly?
Yes. Yes,
If
Steve.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I'm gonna give it to the Merseyside man. Even if he was losing, I'd probably be biased and say exactly the same. Us Evertonians are loyal to the people we support, but you can see our Sean. Hey, another one and another one.
That's a hell of a fight there, and I would pay for a round 6 or 7.
Nice work. Do you know? I think Lloyd got the end, but if we watch on the replay, he just loosens them shoulders up. He's thinking, right, watch, he feints with the level change, and then he comes back and he gives it. Oh, nice comeback there though from Junior.
I think you're right. I think Sweeney has controlled a little bit more of the positioning in the cage. That was a slip, not a knockdown. I think he was a little more aggressive. But like I said, that's a tight fight. There are 3 wiser heads than mine that are now about to give their decision to our MC, the voice of the Vale, Mr. Jonathan Miller.
And I just, again, like to apologise to Junior, thinking it was a scratch to your nose, mate. It wasn't. It was an illegal knee. My bad.
That's all right. We've been apologising all night tonight. It's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to Mr. Jonathan Miller to make this one official.
After 5 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision. Your winner and new FCC Amateur Light Welterweight Champion is